News out of the NFL. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Tell you finna come chat Falcon football with your boy. The Atlanta Falcons have hired the assistant general manager of the Chicago Bears. Now, he is Ian Cunningham. So Ian Cunningham is one of those guys that have a long history, played with the Kansas City Chiefs for a minute, for a second, didn't really last, but ended up coming to Baltimore Ravens organization to kind of, excuse me, but he ended up coming to Baltimore Ravens organization, kind of trained under he trained under I'm putting up the information so y'all can get, but the Atlanta Falcons have indeed hired Ian Cunningham as the general manager. He's a former player, but like I said, right now he's went to the college. He went to Virginia from 2003 to 2007. An undrafted free agent, didn't really last a long time in the NFL. Played with the Kansas City Chiefs, was a practice squad player with the Kansas City Chiefs in 2008. He was a personnel assistant with the Baltimore Ravens from 2008 to 2016. Area scout from 2013 to 2016. It was with the Philadelphia Eagles. And 2017 to 2021, the director of college scouting from 2017 to 2018, the assistant director of personnel with the Philadelphia Eagles from 2019 to 2020, director of personnel with the Chicago Bears. From 20, looks like he was a director of personnel there for 21, and then 2022 with the Chicago Bears, he was the assistant general manager, and now has been hired for the Atlanta Falcons job. But the Atlanta Falcons have definitely got their man. Again, he is one of those guys that was, again, the Baltimore Ravens. He was a personnel assistant, area scout. So this guy has connections in regards to that. But, most of his, I think if I were to point at one particular aspect of things, he's an interior guy. He's a trench guy. So I like this deal for the Atlanta Falcons. So again, Ian Cunningham has been named the offensive coordinator. Good God Almighty! But he has been named the general manager for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm looking at this real quick. Looking at a few articles and things of that nature to just try to get a little bit more information on you real quick before I kind of end it. Don't want to be too long, but like I said, I like what I'm seeing. The Falcons have indeed they have their man, and like I said, it is Ian Cunningham. This article was a little bit earlier today, and so far so good. So far so good. With Ian Cunningham has been named the Falcons head coach, but the Atlanta Falcons general manager. Mike, do you think this was a chalk this was chalk or they were really thinking hard on this. No, look, the Falcons, I don't know what you're hinting at for sure, but I think they knew exactly who they wanted, and they just wanted to do their due diligence. But like I said, for the most part, I think everybody knew it was going to be Ian. I think they knew for the most part they were going to get there. They were looking at the favorite for Ian. For the general manager was going to be Ian Cunningham. And like I said, for the most part, I thought they had their eye on him. Most of the people that they brought in, they really looked hard. I really think that they looked hard and deep, in depth to get there, man. But yeah, like I said, I like it. I like it. Looking at some other things. So yeah, now we're going to get to the tough decisions. If I'm not mistaken, we saw. So it's in Cunningham. Just reading a few, so he knows. So for the most part, they're saying he's a guy. Player evaluation, cap management, building a roster. Is something that he's pretty good at. Boom, 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 boom. Do you think this was general manager the entire time? Yeah. He worked on the Ozzie Newsome with the Baltimore Ravens, but like I said, I think you look at his strengths just to kind of close it. Like I said, I don't want to be too long on this. We got a couple of shows on right now, but like right now, what Ian Cunningham is, he's a trench guy. Okay, so it's my if I was to make an educated guess, is my take on this is they're going to draft some guys. They're going to get some offensive linemen, defensive linemen. They're going to get guys that can play in the trench, whether it's running backs or a few defensive tackles, offensive linemen. I think Ian Cunningham is one of the guys. But building a roster is something that he's good at. So with that being said, y'all continue to support your boy here at Mad Mike Sports. And like I said, Ian Cunningham has been hired by the Atlanta Falcons. Strapped up was good. Yeah, he's a black guy. So the Falcons actually hired a black guy. Okay, you guys. So by the way, I learned this new. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Gabriel, like I said, man, we do NFL content around here too, so I truly appreciate it. Night Whisper and whatnot. That's that. Like I said, that's what we do. But NFL Falcons. We're gonna be getting into wrestling real soon. Like I said, Ian Cunningham has been named the general manager for the Atlanta Falcons. I think this is a good move, and the Falcons can get to the offseason issues now. Possibly signing Tyler Algier. We have a decision to make with Kyle Pitts and whether or not he's going to be back, but outside of that, man, let's get it. Hit that subscribe button. This has been your boy, man, Mike, man. I appreciate it. I'm out, man. Deuces.